Okay, I should be out back mowing the yard, but all of a sudden it started raining. Well, I guess the yard's not going to get mowed today. Anyway, today is going to be story time. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the trips that I've taken throughout my life. First of all, I was born in Cumberland, Maryland, and then I was moved to Florida when I was about 2 months old. So I guess you could say that I don't remember anything from Maryland. I've been to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, but it was in the summertime, so I wasn't able to snow ski. But even though there wasn't any snow, it was still pretty cool to go down the snow lift down the side of a mountain. We got our pictures taken in the cowboy attire. I was dressed up as Billy the Kid. My house is making weird noises. I don't know if I should be scared. But while we were in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, we visited like a restaurant that had live music. Another trip that I took was a few years ago. I went on a missions trip with the church I go to Belize. We ran Vacation Bible School for a children's home there. The nickname I was given while we were there was DJ Robbie. And I also helped build a chicken coop. There's one time I went with my brother to Tennessee to pick up his son, my nephew, who used to live on top of a flat top mountain in Sparta, Tennessee. I think that was one of my favorite trips besides a trip going to Belize. But probably the funniest story that I got was when I went to New York for a wedding. The time I went to New York for the wedding was in between the time whenever Home Alone 2 finished filming and before they released the movie. And when I was around that age, I did look just like Macaulay Culkin. What made it even worse is we went to the toy store that was in the movie, and they still had the little playhouses set up that Harry and Marv hid in. Yes, I did play in them, but I don't know how many times people came up to me thinking that I was Macaulay Culkin. But at that time, I didn't realize that it was an actor using a fake name, and the movies were just made up stories. So it finally got to the point that whenever I saw someone walking towards me kind of quickly, I would just immediately start telling them, I am not Kevin. But probably the weirdest part of that trip was, within 2 minutes of getting out of the cab in New York City, there was a guy in a trench coat who ran up to us, opened his trench coat, and said, hey kid, you want a Rolex? My dad immediately, hey, can you talk? No. Okay, shut up then. My dad immediately told him, he is not interested in your fake Rolexes, so take them and beat it. And one of the funnest parts of the trip was, at the wedding I danced so much I had blisters on my feet. And my mom and dad used to have little VHS tapes of it, but they were burned up in a house fire. Do you have any weird, exciting, or funny stories to share from whenever you traveled? Put them in the comments below, or make a video with your story and let me know to check it out in the comments below. Bye bye.